We are back and ready to go. I am going to take one more sip of my drink here. Because once I get started, it's going to be hard for anything to interrupt me. It's 6:23. Beautiful. I got these nitrile gloves that I use for my resin printing, and they should work ideally for this. Alright, got our gloves. We're good to go. I'm going to turn my scale on over there. And what happens if I put this cup on it? Hey, it actually registers as 1 ounce. Awesome. I can just subtract it. No, it registers as not 1 ounce. God, that's not 1 ounce. It's tenth of an ounce. That's what it is. Alright, so this is part A. Let's figure out how much... Wait, let's zero this cup, and I'll actually do this on the scale. So let's zero it. There we go. And then we will pour in this. Alright. Is that a good base to start with? I don't know. Okay. That says 0.6 ounces. So, since that is 0.6, we want this to be 0.3. Ain't gonna be exact, but we're gonna be as close as we can get. There we go. That's 0.3. Okay, we are done with these. Don't need those anymore. And now we have our appropriate chemicals in our cups, so we are going to pour the part B into the part A. Get as much of that out of there as we can. Don't want to leave any of that in there. I know this is a pretty tall cup for this, but it's whatever. I'm going to mix it up really good. You can see what it's doing here. Yeah, it's a little stinky. But yeah, definitely not as bad as what you would have in like a resin printer. Resin just smells, ooh. You'll have to clear a room. That shit is intense. Not to say this stuff doesn't smell at all, because it definitely does smell. I smell it. Alright, since we are at that point, let's go ahead and put some of this junk that we don't need away. We are almost ready to do our business. I'm going to fix my mask real quick. Thankfully I haven't gotten anything on my gloves yet, so that's good. Alright, I feel like I've mixed it up pretty good. Let's go ahead and put this on this, our little trough here. And once we get this out, we can start putting it on our piece. And hopefully fill in a lot of those print striations. And I imagine this is going to look almost glossy smooth, like really, really good looking. Alright, I'll leave this right here, put that cup there, and these cups can go in the trash. I'm not going to throw them away in here because this is my bedroom. Alright. Now, I'm willing to... want to try out, put that in there. I can turn off my scale. I'm going to use my knuckle. Turn off you. Alright. We are ready to go. Put these over here so that they're out of my way. Let's take our sponge brush and start putting it on. And let's just let's get to it. Just lather it on there. You gotta do this pretty quick. You don't want it to... You have about 10 minutes to do this. Put this on the face. I'm gonna hit those important areas first. Oh, because my AC is running now, my towels are blowing everywhere. That's wonderful. My room is not haunted. At least not that I know of. So, don't worry about that. This is a pretty big piece. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do all this. It has a lot of little cracks and crevices and things I got to get into with my brushes. And I got to remember which areas I've already hit. And I want a nice, smooth finish. I don't want a messy finish. I want this thing to look really smooth. Let's do the... That's why I'm working up here first. I want to get this part done if we have to haul this anywhere. Now, depending on how well this looks when it's done, I plan on sanding this even after I put this coat on there. I'm going to sand this even further than this. Okay, get on the sides there. Yeah, if you have a pretty complicated print like this, it might take you more than 10 minutes to put this on. But we'll see. I feel like it's been maybe 3 minutes so far. That's just my body clock telling me that. It's probably been 3 minutes. I wish my camera had a little ticker on it. That way I could see how long it's been recording. So that would tell me how long I've been doing this. Oop, I can see some dried glob on my brush. I don't want that on there. Ew, get off. Get off you. Thank you. Get into all those little areas there. Get rid of all that. I am very pleased with how this looks so far. Let's get this on the back. I mean, I'm going to get it on the back of the head too, so might as well get back here. It might just be my brush falling apart. I don't know. The top of these ears I want to be really shiny. Get that off. We don't want bubbles. We don't want anything collecting on this guy. This is I don't know why I'm so stressed. I'm just like, oh, I'm ruining it. I'm destroying it. No, I'm sure this is going to look really good. I just don't want any bubbles to form anywhere and cause us problems later on. So I'm trying to be very careful with how I'm applying this. I'm always checking the those little under areas in case there's drips, because I don't want the drip drying onto it. I mean, I can always sand it off. This stuff is probably really easy to sand. I'm going to put some on her belly now. So you notice I had to fix the belly on this guy, because when I printed this, my supports were really... The density of my supports was pretty high. And it ripped the under half of the belly off because the supports were very, very, very dense. Almost as dense as the plastic itself, so they didn't come off very easily. Because I was trying to be careful with it, and as a result of trying to be careful, you end up messing it up. to get this on the neck region there. Thing is, I gotta handle this thing and turn it around and stuff, but I don't want my gloves to mess up the coat. If there is a way to airbrush this stuff, oh, the world would be ruined. Actually, I don't know if I should get anything on the feet. Yeah, I should probably wipe that off. At least not on the underside of the feet. That's what I mean. Probably don't want anything down there. I feel like this will seal it off pretty good. Even just kind of messing with it now, I'm just kind of like, wow, I mean, I imagine this is going to work out very nicely. Oh, I hate holding it by the leg, but you got to do it. Come on. Got to get everywhere. Can't leave a spot untouched. This 6 ounces here, or 6/10 of an ounce, I don't know what you would call that, is spreading out pretty good. We might end up using literally every drop of this stuff. I want this to look really nice. I mean, this main part of the character was what I was worried about the most. Does it need a second coat? I don't think so. I've seen people give these things 2 coats and with this stuff, and I really don't think it's necessary. Unless you have a piece that's just really bad looking that needs the second coat. But I think 1 coat is enough to get you where you want to be. I'm really trying to get it everywhere. This belly is one of my big concerns. I don't want to touch it because I would mess it up, you know. I really don't want to touch the surface of this because I just painted all of it. Here, if there's any part that might have a little mistake, I'd rather it be on a hind leg because this thing is mostly going to be viewed from the front. So the front half needs to look the best out of all these halves. Get it on there nice and smooth. You know, this little sponge brush is working out. I don't think I'd ever want to use another brush. I think this is what I like. This is what I'll do from now on, is the sponge brush. Okay, time to flip it over without messing it up. Tip of the tail. Alright, let's just spread a little bit on that tail again, just cause. And then see, now that it's sitting here, I can oh God. Okay. This is looking really cool. I'm very happy with what I see. Getting there with the that little bow is a little bit more. I think I hit everything. I'm gonna walk around. I think my gloves aren't dripping, so I'm fine. I'm gonna walk around, give it an inspection. Try to look for any areas that need to be hit that I missed. Maybe right there. Yeah, a little bit right there. A little bit behind that bow, I didn't hit that. Anything in here, little spot there. Little bubbles here and there. I think I got all this. Yeah, I think I got all that. Don't that look shiny and cute? Don't you want to pick that up and play with it? I don't think it's coming across very well on camera how shiny that is, but it's really shiny. It's not going to stay that way because I'm going to sand it and it's going to diminish it. But I'm going to put a glossy clear coat on it, which is going to bring the shine back. So the shine going away doesn't concern me all that much. So that was my first time using this XTC-3D. This is interesting stuff, I gotta say. There's a hair. There's a hair up here. I don't like that. Why is there a hair up there? Let's get rid of that hair. Fuck that. Somehow or another, there was a little hair that got stuck in that. And I think what we have here is good. I don't really need to do anything else. Alright. I think we're good to wrap this up and throw it away. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my glove off. Put the glove in there. And then carry this tray out wearing this glove, along with anything else that got the resin on it. And I'm going to take this to the trash. Okay. No big messes or anything. Nothing crazy happened. Just wipe off the lid there. And I can put this stuff back in the box. Honestly, I'd rather have that there. There's a reason it was in a plastic bag. Sponge brushes are ideal. Keep it in the... Oh, well, I'm never going to use this thing. I'll use it for something else. Guess I'm just going to leave the little Sylveon here and call it a day. Yeah, let's unplug you and put you in here so you can see it. Alright, where's our view? There we are. Look how shiny that is. Oh, look at that. You can see that reflection on the back of the head. And you get down here, you can see it. See what's going on. Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm very curious to see what this is going to look like when I sand it down. It's probably going to fill in all the cracks right there. I'm very happy that this got done. But cure time on this is about a minimum of 3 hours, I think. But I'm going to leave it sitting for about 5, just in case.